This deck was trying to do Optimus Prime. It does bolster stuff, so it gives +1/+1 counters to your weakest creatures. That is about it. And this deck tried to have a couple little poopers to put the 1/1 counters on. None of the three things was winning. It had some little poopers for the counters, and then tried to do Super Friends. If it is not a synergy with your commander, it should be a synergy with 25 cards in the deck. I understand you may have mulliganed. The rule I do for playtesting is we do multiple playtests and we don't do mulligans. We went through 3 and all 3 of them got stuck every time. And the reason I believe you are getting stuck is because you have 3 different synergies that you are always trying to achieve. So I know that you said, oh, these planeswalkers are here to help your creatures. There are other creatures that would help your creatures, and that would get you a board presence, because right now the only way this deck has to win is Optimus Prime and his friends kill you with hammers, or you hit Felidar Guardian and Saheeli Ray, which honestly seems like it has been put in here just to make sure the deck can do a win. Grateful Apparition certainly could work. This could come down well ahead of Optimus Prime and then turn your little shitters into bigger shitters, so I do like that one. Metastatic Evangel I really like. Viral Drake, I like. This is a win condition. Contentious Plan is certainly fine. You definitely need better card draw. Every Planeswalker I would cut. Replace it with card draw. Chasm Skulker is exactly what I was thinking of. Have stuff like this. Stuff where X is the number of 1/1 counters on the creature matter. Stuff where their power and toughness matters. And then just go buck wild with bolstering those creatures. And do not get distracted by tutoring for a bunch of Super Friends support that we truly don't need. We do have one random Smasher Pass to go through. What that mouth do? Chompy. Is it non-deterministic storm / Adderall prescription? Veyran is a commander damage out, which I do like. I like that they have multiple ways to win that are all facilitated by the same engine. This is the Rorschach image that they show you when they want to check if you have ADHD. In terms of making the deck better, you've put so much card draw into the deck that I think it's a bad idea to bet that you haven't drawn any cards. I think in terms of like, is it stuff that's going to benefit from Veyran? Let's see if you already have it. Your curve is so low that you are potentially the deck that could get the most value in the world off of hitting until you got to 13, right? Let's go into the playtest. Let's pretend right now, boom, I played Dance with Calamity. So that's a tutor. We keep exiling. That's removal. We're now at 10, 13 on the dot. 13 on the dot. We get to personal tutor. So you max valued off of Dance with Calamity. And what if we just happen to cast Dance with Calamity the very next turn? 1, 4, 5, 13. Once again, maximum value off Dance with Calamity. Yugi has clearly chosen you as the one and only purveyor of Dance with Calamity. Like, you are the chosen one. I recommend this card to everybody. It's going to flop with so many, but it's going to be funny when it does. Okay, so we're going to make token copies of tokens that we play that turn. Okay, legend rule not applying is great. Copy legendaries. Ooh, that is sick with Garred. Grand Abolisher, that's a trauma response. Show me on the doll where your friend counterspelled you. This person doesn't need a deck upgrade. They need a restraining order against their friend. Yes, Cryptolith right, 1000%. I swear this is here just for creatures you control have haste. We cannot, in Naya, be paying 6 mana for creatures we control have haste. I have not seen a single die get rolled this whole deck. Cut from Beyond. Go to therapy to figure out why you have 3 Grand Abolisher effects in the deck. You are trying to get a crackhead to play hacky sack with you, and they are just going to stab you every single time. Everyone sees Make a Token and assumes Garred is a token deck. Garred is not a token deck. Garred is a deck with a small number of really impactful tokens that you are going to copy. And so you may be, honestly, like, the deck is so low on card draw, it is probably worth it to have Idol of Oblivion over, like, Barbarian class. Oh yeah, get my guy Gruff Triplets in this deck. Like, someone put the Elon Musk Neuralink in you and then typed in the word token and then had you put in 60 cards that talked about tokens. Horseman Sidar Jabari, Eminence is good. Fairest Eminence we've seen yet, but goddamn Eminence is good. These 8 sorceries tell me more about your life story than anything else ever could. I think Ardenvale is really bad. I think it's in here just because it's a knight, and if you have 32 creatures, I'm not sure you need that. This is not a spooky deck. This is a silly deck that went to a rough neighborhood, got scared, and then bought an AR-15 for self-defense. The AR-15 being these sorceries, this Psych Rift, this Teferi's protection, because what you have, the heart of this deck, is a whole bunch of tremendously shitty knights. What you do need is some better things to end the game. Right now it looks like your desired method of ending the game is thoughts and prayers, but that's what I would do. The Horseman the name is accurate, but it is you are saying it in the mirror as you attempt to resolve Ardenvale Tactician for the 18th time. Alright, so we want to do blood token we want to bring things back with Olivia. Damn, deck is mostly baddies. Not all baddies, but mostly baddies. That card, I'm about to act up over Gluttonous Guest. I'm about to fucking act up. This is really bad removal, my goat. Please explain to me why we have Extract the Truth. Who is playing hexproof enchantments at your table? This is hateful. Who is this for? This has to be a trauma response. This has to be f you, Wilt. All right, what's this curve look like? That is hefty, my friend. Draw some fangs on Chandra here, and then it's a vampire card. Vampires often live in cities, and therefore vampires often also wear jewelry. Therefore, this is thematic for your vampire deck. I do like the deck. I like that you made a thematic deck, and more than anything, I love that you were willing to let it be shitty rather than see it morph into a pile of meaningless like good stuff. I do think you've been kind of fast and loose with what you've let in. Oh, it ETBs with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the mana spent. X, remove X counters, put X counters on a creature, deal X damage, or put a green elemental creature token on the battlefield. Okay, so it really is everything is X. So what I expect to see is a load of ramp and then a load of funny X spells. This is the most green player draw section I have ever seen. I don't think we have a single thing that just says draw cards. Like, we can only do it if we have another good creature or sacrifice a creature, etc., etc. Okay, yeah, so the Oracle text is X cannot be 0 for any of these things. So you cannot just like you can't use this to commit infinite crimes, basically. Okay, life gain is the coward's way out. Counters, once again, coward's way out. Because entering with is not the same thing as having a triggered ability when you enter the battlefield. Like, all of these things, entering with counters does not trigger Panharmonicon, which is an important thing. Asceticism is a trauma response. They hate non-flyers so goddamn much. This recursion curve is just a wall. It's I get one card, I get every single card for the whole game. It does not have a coherent win condition other than one day one of my creatures will be big enough that I can get it done. Yeah, Chandra's Ignition on a big Marath would be good. Cut the weakest parts of it for card draw. And if you can't get card draw, get card selection for like Cathartic Reunion. Flings could be I would say Chandra's Ignition is the best fling you want. Play more X spells. And those are my official recommendations, because I think this is a little all over the place. This is I have a word cloud of things that say 1/1 counter and things that say token, and we want a word cloud of things that say X spell. I hope you guys are having a good week, and please remember to stay toxic.